gets more. Gets more. Just like your fat bitch friend, yeah, listen. Two elements combine, two elements combine, two elements combine, two elements.
Two elements combined. Nice. Sick round from Osis. I love his beatbox. Like I said before, his beatbox feels like water. Every sound are so well linked to each other in his combos. It's very complex, but at the same time it's very satisfying to listen to his beatbox. I think in this one he has a little bit of issues sometimes with the timing. Some things felt a little bit out of flow. It's very small moments, but it affects the whole round, specifically in GBB, where everything needs to be like this, you know? So yeah, I noticed a few moments where the flow was a little bit off, but the drop, two elements combined, was really crazy, very original as well. I think it's a new texture from him that we never heard before, so really enjoyed that drop. Definitely new texture, very sick moment. I like this display where first you show one texture and then the other one, and then you combine them together. I think that's a great way, and it's also kind of an anti-drop. It means like you're building things up, and instead of dropping straight, you take a bit of time, and then you combine everything together, and it's the drop time. So I love these little anti-drop moments because it creates the surprise, you know. It creates the little surprise where you don't expect the drop to be, and that's nice moments. I think that's what I'm looking for in battles, is surprise, a lot of surprises. Because when everything feels too logical, too expected, then it's, you know, not. It's, of course it's impactful, but maybe it has less impact. Basically, if you bring surprise on top of bringing sick beatbox, then you create a hype, I think. And so he created a lot of momentum in this one. I felt also after this, the same drop, maybe the second half of the drop, some mistakes where he was trying to double the speed of the pattern, kind of. There was slight execution mistakes in this moment, and I felt like maybe his mouth went a little bit dry at the end because some of the whistles, this sound didn't come through anymore, or he missed the execution of that sound. So yeah, a few mistakes here and there, same for the flow, but still good momentum, very sick moment overall. I love the big snare he does with the moments of silence. That's good that he's using silence as a sound as well. Like, it creates big intensity and like from 0 to 100 moments, basically, kind of. So overall, I like this round. I think he could play even more with his structure, because sometimes it felt like he goes too quickly in, basically. I wish to hear a bit more build-ups, something that builds a bit more tension, because sometimes it feels like one flow is coming and the next, and it's still sick, but I feel like with a bit more structure, I think it can sound even greater. For example, the two elements combined moment was the best one, and I feel like he could have replicated this moment in some other parts of his round. Not exactly the same, obviously, but yeah. So that's what I think for the first round. Anyways, let's see the answer of Pacmax.
If I remember well, every time you battle a French guy, it never ends good for you.
Aïe, 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 aïe.
Allez, now Pacmax. You know it.
Nice.
Osis, don't worry. You know how it feels already. To lose to a French guy. Once, twice, thrice. Yeah.
Sick one. Was this looking like he... Yeah, I agree. This moment where he's like, whoa! You know, he has this face. I don't know what went in his mind, but that was quite a funny moment for me. Sick round from Pacmax. I love the answer. I think it's a sick counter. And then he switches very smoothly to his round. I think Pacmax is really strong at countering. Overall, he's not only a master of the flow, but also a master of counters. And yeah, that's very efficient the way he does it, because he transitions seamlessly from the counter to his round, where a lot of people would be like answering and then make a silence and then just start their round basically. This feels a little bit uncontrolled in my opinion, but the way Pacmax does it is more like then goes to his stuff basically. So it's more like these seamless transitions that I would like to hear more if you're gonna do this kind of counters, and I think Pacmax understood this really well. So really strong at this. I love his first drop, specifically with the amount of sounds he can chain with this is very impressive. Like I would run out of air basically. It's very difficult, but I think he executed quite well. These sounds, I feel like on this sound system were a little bit blurry, so you lose a lot of details when you did this kind of sounds, but you can hear much better on video. So it's very impressive. I love that he is bringing always a little bit funny elements to his rounds, like the fact that Osis lost to a lot of French guys and making reference to that. I think it's a nice way to get in the head of your opponent first, and also it's just fun for the audience to hear it. So it's like double weapon, one for Osis, and at the same time getting the crowd hyped about a little bit of beef during the battle. And yeah, Osis' reaction was crazy. I don't know what went in his mind, but yeah, I just think about this round that the ending was less impactful than the rest, because he already displayed so much in the first 2/3 of the round that the last third felt a little bit less impactful. So, but apart from that, very full-rounded round, very strong round for a first one. Really great answer to Osis, and from there, I think he's already taking the advantage already from the first round, Pacmax. Let's see the answer now.
Switch! Yeah, I know that you want the way you want me. I know that you want. I know that you want the way you want me. I know what you want, what you cannot see. I know that you want. I know what you want. I know what you want, where you want me. I know that you want a nice frequency. Me. You want and match the frequency. And match the frequency. I can beat you in a bin, skirt it round the block and then I'm scratching off the bin. I can beat you in a bin, skirt it round the block and then I'm
very sick start. The middle was nice too, but near the end I felt like ew. Because I think he went very, very hard on the mic, maybe to match the loudness of Pacmax, because we know that Osis is not someone super loud compared to other beatboxers, so he needs to push more, I believe, to match the loudness of Pacmax, and he looked really tired at the end. Yeah, I think it just was a problem of stamina, not necessarily execution. I mean, the stamina caused the execution problems, basically. So, because Pacmax maybe was in his head because of his first round, maybe he switched the mode to battle even more, and that was a bit too much for his body to take, and so the stamina went near the end of the round, basically. That's my theory about this. But very, very cool round other than that. He's crazy with the drum and bass. I love the start with the, I think... So the babeli roll, this whistle, the F whistle combined with the a lot of things could work, but I love all these combos. I think it's crazy. And he went very, very complex in the middle section with all those zipper combos. This kind of stuff, I think it sounds crazy on the mic. It goes through really well, and that's specifically the moments I like the most about Osis style. I think it's so impressive. The moment where we can see River's face for like 3 seconds, I think this moment was insane. The combo that he did at that moment was crazy, super loud and clean. And yeah, the last drop he did, I think he did kind of the same trick as his first round. He did kind of an anti-drop. So it was like... He did something like this. Really cool. I mean, in this moment, you can feel already that he missed one sound because maybe he had too much air. And at this moment, I felt like there was one sound missing, and you can see his reaction feels like, oh, something's a bit wrong, but then he catches really quickly with the outward polyphonic voice, so it was hiding a little bit the mistake. I don't think many people catch that one, and then the drop was really cool. But after that, this is when it went downhill because of the stamina issues. So the flow was a little bit off, and yeah, the execution as well. So not a really great way to finish the round, unfortunately. Let's see how Pacmax catches the energy now.
switch.
Okay, no counter this time. Osis went sexy mode.
Esta noche fiesta. Okay. Esta noche fiesta.
Nice.
San, knee, itchy, here we go.
Yeah, that's friendly fire. That's French fire.
Finished a little bit early on the clock, but I think that's enough because the execution was maybe flawless in this one. I didn't hear any major mistakes, much more in control than Osis, I think, on the second round. And when you show such a control difference, it's very, very strong on stage. When someone makes mistakes and the next one goes almost flawless, okay, you know, like on the balance, it is gonna weigh a lot. So very, very cool round. I would say I prefer Pacmax first round still, but this one was nice because it was just a party vibe, you know, so the crowd was hype and everyone was hype. Very easy to connect to as well, so I think it really did a great work, and for me it made the battle pretty obvious of who's the winner here, and yeah, Pacmax for me deserves the win. Osis did really well, but I think yeah, Pacmax was more consistent between his two rounds execution wise, even though he made some mistakes on the first one, but yeah, the second round was really nicely executed. Don't have much to say about this one. I think it's a really efficient one with really fat sounds, specifically those snares. I'm not too sure. I think it's outward snares on the first drop. Not too sure how he does. It feels like it's with a tongue roll. That's how it feels like to me. I was never able to figure exactly which kind of snare he was using on these kind of drops, but I think it sounds very, very heavy. And then all those whistles, crazy combos. He's been using them a few times already. I was a bit worried for him at this stage because he already showed a lot of different skills. If I was competing, I would want to keep a lot of things for later. Of course, show a lot in the beginning, but also keep a lot for later. But anyways, shout out to both. That was a crazy battle. Let's see the results now.
3. Give it up for Pacmax!
Yes. Makes sense. Shout out to both. That was crazy. Really enjoyed this battle.